Alligator Alcatraz is underwater.
Alligator Alcatraz is now underwater.
Alligator Alcatraz has flooded. This is a sign.
Very soon, this facility will house some of the most menacing migrants, some of the most vicious people on the planet. We're surrounded by miles of treacherous swampland, and the only way out is really deportation. This is an amazing thing that they've done here.
But listen, people don't have to come here. If they self-deport and go home, they can come back legally. We will let them come back legally.
And there is a lot of self-deportation.
Yes. But if you wait and we bring you to this facility, you don't ever get to come back to America.
People get out, there's not much waiting for them other than alligators and pythons. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide.
We have a lot of bodyguards and a lot of cops that are in the form of alligators. You don't have to pay them so much. But I wouldn't want to run through the Everglades for long.
Holding immigrants in a detention camp in the middle of the Florida summer, in the middle of the Everglades swamp, in the middle of hurricane season, in a bunch of tents with no adequate infrastructure or running water. It's just horrific.
Because we are for the earth. We are of the earth.
And now at 10 tonight, concerns over conditions at Alligator Alcatraz. And tonight, for the first time, we are hearing from detainees actually inside the immigration detention facility deep in the Florida Everglades. Good evening, I'm Jim Barry. A popular Cuban reggaeton artist is among several people describing the conditions there as inhumane. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister joins us live from the jail in West Miami-Dade where the artist was first held before being transferred. So Anna, what is being said tonight?
Jim, this musician and the other detainees tell us that they're being treated like animals. They say they haven't bathed in days, and one man says the food that they were served was infested with maggots.
You're charged with aggravated assault with deadly weapon and battery.
Last week, Cuban reggaeton artist Liamzi Izquierdo, known as La Figura, faced a judge following an aggravated assault that happened in Miami-Dade. According to La Figura's girlfriend, she received a call from him this morning from Alligator Alcatraz.
I am Liamzi La Figura. We've been here at Alcatraz since Friday. There's over 400 people here. There's no water to take a bath. It's been 4 days since I've taken a bath.
La Figura goes on to talk about what he says are the horrific living conditions inside the facility.
They only brought a meal once a day and it had maggots. They never take off the lights for 24 hours. The mosquitoes are as big as elephants.
During the call, La Figura passes the phone to other detainees who describe their experience.
They're not respecting our human rights. We're human beings. We're not dogs. We're like rats in an experiment. I don't know their motive for doing this. If it's a form of torture, a lot of us have our residency documents and we don't understand why we're here.
Another man who says he's Colombian explains that he needs medication and that he hasn't had access to it in days.
I'm on the edge of losing my mind. I've gone 3 days without taking my medicine. It's impossible to sleep with this white light that's on all day.
The man goes on to say what little faith he's been holding on to has diminished since being detained at Alligator Alcatraz.
They took the Bible I had and they said, here there is no right to religion. And my Bible is the one thing that keeps my faith. And now I'm losing my faith.
And La Figueroa's girlfriend tells us that they share a 4-year-old child together. And we did reach out to the Florida Division of Emergency Management about these allegations. And we are still waiting to hear back. But for now, reporting live from TGK, Anna McAllister, CBS News, Miami.
Alligator Alcatraz is underwater. It did not take long for Alligator Alcatraz to be underwater. It was built like what? 5 days ago? 5 days ago it was built and now it's underwater. I don't know. Something's fishy. Something's fishy. Did they just clean money right in front of us? Did they just clean their dirty money right in front of us? Because, baby, what are you talking about? I am so happy there were no prisoners in the camp when it went underwater. It's really giving. Y'all just gave Bikini Bottom another property. That's what it's giving. Like, what is really tea? I don't understand. Like, imagine if there are people inside. I don't know. I hope our tax dollars didn't go into this. Because we already struggling as it is in recession. And y'all done built a property that cost millions of dollars and it done flooded in 5 days. Technically 8, but still. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. Like, I don't know. Funny work, but this is outrageous.
Alligator Alcatraz is now underwater, completely flooded. It hasn't even had not one prisoner in there. I mean, I'm glad it ain't had no prisoners in it anyway, because I didn't even like the idea from that to begin with. But I must say, I am sick of the government playing in our faces and us just allowing it. I saw several people saying that they felt like it was a tax-paying scheme from the jump, and I definitely 100% agree. Y'all mean to tell me y'all built a $480 million project in the middle of the swamp during hurricane season, and y'all had no idea that I was going to flood? Design intent, be for real. And then it looked like it was literally just a tent, like a few tents on a abandoned airport strip. That shit was not worth no $480 million, be for real. Y'all did not need that much money to invest into that. The government did that knowing it was going to flood so they can get that $480 million back in insurance claims and have the money, and we won't raise too many questions or concerns about where our tax-paying, money is going. And do you know what we could have done with $480 million? Y'all always want to pull money out y'all ass, but then act like y'all can't house the homeless or feed those in need. Y'all something else, I will say that.
Alligator Alcatraz has flooded. This is a sign. It has flooded and it is no longer available for service as of now. It is being reported that it is uninhabitable. Water has compromised the structure and it's as good as done for now. At least for the next couple of weeks, these beds are going to remain empty. And that is a major blow a few days from 4th of July. You know what this means? This means that the man up above does not agree with what is going on here. He does not agree with this. Mind you, this was the last administration under Biden, not the current one. Now, don't get confused. Those beds don't even look comfortable. You know, this happened before in the 1940s in a certain country that's not here, but Germany. And people think that he wasn't going to step in and shut down this Alligator Alcatraz. Well, it's shut down.
Look, I don't know need to hear this, but all I can say is I told you. Y'all think God play? He don't. Let me say this loud so the blind and the deaf can hear this. God don't play about his people. Alligator Alcatraz has flooded. It's official. Alligator Alcatraz has flooded. It wasn't no climate change. But they said it could survive all these natural storms. It couldn't even survive the rain on Tuesday. That place was already demonic. Everybody think it drowning was a coincidence. It wasn't. My name is Kim. I do motivational content on TikTok, and I want to talk about how Alligator Alcatraz just flooded. I mean, y'all couldn't even last one day. Alligator Alcatraz was made to house immigrants, mothers, fathers, refugees. And they claimed that it was safe. Even the president went there to say it was safe. Smiling, laughing, all happy. And then one day it flooded from rain. Simple rain. It wasn't no traumatic storm or nothing like that. This is the government that y'all put hope in. This place was made to house migrants. People who ran from war, poverty, and death. The U.S. government put them in a swamp-infested death trap full of gators, snakes, barbed wire, and water. And now it's flooded. And y'all think it's a game. But God don't play about his people. It don't matter if they migrants. It don't matter the color. All people are his people. That's not nature, that's justice. Think God gonna stay silent while people are caged and tortured? Behind fake fences and water? Y'all think God ain't watching every single wicked thing that's being done on earth right now? Then y'all sadly mistaken. That flood was a message. Anytime something demonic get flooded, that's a message. That's a warning. If you still staying silent, comfortable and complicit, there's something wrong with you. It don't matter if it's not your problem. That don't mean you ain't part of the problem. The problem is it's evil wrapped in law and order. I gotta stop making these things okay. Cause God watching his people. Even if you feel like they not his people, they still is. You not gonna speak up for real? Then you might as well just sit on the sidelines. Alligator Alcatraz, you can clearly see it ain't safe. It ain't even safe for the alligators themselves. And think about it. Imagine if they actually stopped putting people there. And then it was a flood. And every gator in that water was on land. No guards, no fences. You gotta fend for yourself, right? That's what the setup was. But unfortunately, God made sure ain't nobody touched foot on that property before something was done. This is an eye-opener. Nobody controls nothing in this world but God. Not your government, not your politicians, not even the damn alligators in that water. If God wants his people safe, they gonna be safe. And I ain't picking sides, I'm just saying. At the end of the day, like I said in my first video, this was done to you, how would you feel? That's what determines what you stand up for. Because the government gonna put it in your face until you feel like it's okay. And then they gonna do it to you. And if nobody told you, remember Chemo told you, stay motivated. And I know them government officials mad as hell.
So I've seen videos on TikTok about people celebrating or, thanking God or calling it karma or what the fuck ever when it comes to this Alligator Alcatraz apparently got flooded. And everybody's like, oh yeah, this is God is on our side. Oh my fucking God. That's what it's designed to do. It's designed to flood. They probably are so happy that everybody's saying that or thinking that because you think that's going to stop them once it's not flooded? No. They are going to keep putting people in them cages and pray for another flood. And then when it floods again and 500 or however many people get drowned and then eaten by alligators. Oops, my bad. But I didn't kill them though. I didn't genocide them. Nah, bro, y'all are falling. How are you so goofy? Go crack a book. Like the enemy is malicious and smart. And I gotta give it to the colonizers, bro. All of them, like 500 years back, they are so good at what they do, bro. It's insane. Like, it's so fucking bad that people will look you in your face and say, the Atlantic slave trade never even happened. They are so good at what they do that Mexicans will come up to me with this shit around my neck and say, oh, that's cartel behavior. But saying, oh, praise God, or, oh, yeah, what? Let me ask you something. Where is God? Where is God out there in Gaza? Where is Allah? Where is Yahweh? Allah, there Yahweh. He ain't there. This is what you see in Gaza. Death. This is the only thing you see saving them babies out in Gaza. Death.